Good morning, dear children. Today we are going to do the first lesson of your book Honeydew. Now, the name of the lesson, The Best Christmas Gift in the World. Okay, and the writer is Michael Morpurgo. This is your first lesson, The Best Christmas Gift in the World. So, dear children, now as we all love gifts, am I right? All of us love gifts. And we all love gifts. And sometimes gifts, we keep them for a long time and we uh, remember them. The special gifts that we get from the special people, from our near and dear ones. Yes, so this is something that we all love, and the title itself is suggesting that the best Christmas gift in the world. So this was a gift that somebody got, and that was the best gift. And yes, also we cherish when we get some gifts, we keep them, and they make our day when we look at the gifts and we love. So, dear children, today we are going to do this lesson, and that is the best gift in the world. But before we start, we shall do a small activity. Okay, so now before we start with the textbook activity, you can take your book and you can write. I'll ask you some questions, and you can write the answers in your book. So, are you all ready? Okay, so these will be some of the dates which you can never forget. Okay, so you can take your book and you can write. So the first thing question is, write your birthday date. Your birthday date. And the second is your mom's birthday. Your mom's birthday. Write the date, okay? Done? Then your father's birthday. Next is, if you have a brother, his birthday. You write the dates, only the dates. Then is your sister's birthday. Yeah, I'm sure that all of you remember these dates. And you're very fast in writing. Yeah, very good. Now we go to the second round. Okay. Now you're going to write the dates. Children's Day. Write the date, only the date. Then Teacher's Day. Very good. Next is Gandhi Jayanti. When do we celebrate Gandhi Jayanti? Write only the date. Then Karnataka Rajyotsav Day. Okay. Then we go to the next, that is the International Labor Day or the Workers' Day. Write only the date. Christmas. When do we celebrate Christmas? Write the date. Yes. Then Indian Navy Day. On which day do we celebrate this day? That is Indian Navy Day. And then World Blood Donors Day. So, did you all write the dates? Yeah. Now, here in this second session that we did now, in that some dates you must be very well knowing which are the dates, but some you mustn't be knowing. So, you can find which day do we celebrate this days. So, now if you look on the screen, okay, if you look on the screen, do you know which events and dates below refer to So which are the dates below they refer to? Now this is the third round that we are going to do. 4th July 1776. What it is? It's anybody? It's the American Declaration of Independence. So this date or this event, okay, it's happened on 4th July 1776. What is that? American Declaration of Independence. Now the second, that is 17th December 1903. 17th December 1903. Which is the event that refers here? It refers that Wilbur and Orville Wright made the first flight, remaining in the air for 12 seconds and covering 120 feet. So, on this day, that is on 17th December 1903, Wilbur and Orville Wright made their first flight and they were remaining in the air for 12 seconds and covering 120 feet. Now, C, 6th August 1947. So, what is the event on 6th August 1945? It is Hiroshima Day. An atomic bomb was dropped on Hiroshima in Japan on this day. So, on this day, what happened? An atomic bomb was dropped on Hiroshima in Japan. Okay, the next is 30 January 1948. So, what happened on 30th Jan or January 1948? That is the assassination of Mahatma Gandhi. So, Gandhiji was killed on this day, that is 30th January 1948. And the next question is E, 12th April 1961. 12th April 1961. The event is Yuri Gagarin became the first human to orbit the Earth. Yuri Gagarin became the first human to orbit the Earth. So it was on 12th April 1961. And the last one, that is F, 12th July 1969. Okay, 12th July 1969. Neil Armstrong became the first human to set foot on the moon. So, on this day, that is 12th July 1969, Neil Armstrong became the first human to set foot on the moon. So, dear children, I hope you enjoyed this activity. And, dear children, let us move next. Yes. Children, you can just look at this picture. It's a table, roll top table. It's known as a roll top table. So, the children, we shall move to the lesson. I spotted it in a junk shop at Bridport. Now, Bridport here, it's a name of a place. Who's the I here? That is the author. Okay. The name author, who is the author of this lesson? It is Michael. Yes, anybody can tell me? Morpurgo. Okay, Michael Morpurgo. So here I is Michael. Okay, the author of this lesson. I spotted it in a junk shop in Bridport. A roll top desk. The man said it was early 19th century and oak. I had. Now, as I already shown you the picture of the roll top desk or the table here, You can see in this picture also, there's a roll top desk. Okay, the man said it was early 19th century. So this has happened in the early 19th century. And oak, I had wanted one. So he wanted like this one table, oak table he wanted. The writer wanted an oak table. Okay. So it was in the early 19th century. He wanted an oak table, but they were far too expensive. So he wanted to buy a new one, but they were very expensive. This one was in a very bad condition. So he went to a very old junk shop in Bridport and he started searching for one roll top desk. Okay, so he found one was in a bad shape. So the one which he liked, that was in a very bad shape. The roll top in several pieces, one leg clumsy mended, scotch marks all down one side. So the meaning here of scotch marks is burn marks on the table. So the table was not in a very good condition. It was a clumsy mended with scotch marks all down one side. It was going for a very little money. So this table, okay, it was going for a very little, means it was getting sold for a very less price. I thought I could restore. So this writer, that is Michael, he thought that he will take and he will restore. Restore means he will repair it and he can use it. I would be, it would be a risk, a challenge, but I had to have it. So he said that even to repair it is a risk because its condition was very, very bad. But he took it as a challenge and he wanted to restore it. But I had to have it. I paid the man and brought it back to my workroom at the back of the garage. So he paid for that and he bought it and he kept it where? In his garage. Garage is a place where you can repair your things, you can keep your things, especially we park our vehicles. So he went and he kept that roll top desk in the garage. So he wanted to work on it. it I began to work on it on Christmas Eve. So it was a Christmas Eve, and at that time he started working on this roll top desk. I removed the roll top completely and pulled out the drawers. The veneer had lifted almost everywhere. So, what is veneer? What is the meaning? It's a thin layer of plastic or decorative wood or furniture of cheap wood. Okay, so that is the meaning of veneer, a thin layer of plastic or decorative wood on furniture or cheap wood. Looked like water dam water damage to me. Both fire and water had clearly taken their toll on this desk. So, what is saying that it had very badly damaged. The lost drawer stuck. I tried all I could to easy it out gently. So, what he did, he opened the last drawer. You can see in the picture here. Okay, he opened the last drawer and the last drawer was stuck fast. I tried all I could to ease it out gently. So he started trying to open it. So he tried his best and so that it opens out easily. In the end, I used brute force. So at the last he used a brute force. In force he pulled it out. I struck it sharply with the side of the first and the drawer flew open to reveal a shallow space underneath a secret drawer. So as he opened it, what he saw, that in that drawer there is one more drawer. It is a secret drawer. There was something in there, and what he saw in that something, so there was something in there. I reached in and took out a small back tin box, sellotaped. To the top of it was a piece of lined note paper and written on it in shaky handwriting. So as he opened the secret drawer and he saw something in that, okay, he reached to the small back. There was a small tin box, okay, and it was packed with a sellotape on the top, and there was a piece of lined note paper, and it was written in a very shaky handwriting. So this is what the writer found in that roll top desk inside in the secret box. Jim's last letter received January 25th, 1915. So this letter was written by Jim. His last letter received was January 25th, 1915, to be buried with me when the time comes. So it was written on that it should be buried with me when the time comes. I knew as I did it that it was wrong of me to open the box. So here the writer says that it is wrong that I should open the letter. First thing I've done wrong by opening the box, and then somebody's letter that I shouldn't have opened. So he says that I did it and it was wrong of me to open the box, but curiosity got the better of my scrupulous. Now, what is scrupulous here? Feeling that makes you hesitate to do something wrong. So he was very curious to know what is there into this letter, and that's why he opens the letter, and he does it, but he feels scrupulous. Okay, inside the box there was an envelope. So when he opened, what he saw, there was an envelope. The address was reading Mrs. Jim Macpherson. It was written by Jim, okay, and it is written to whom? It's written to Mrs. Jim Macpherson, 12 Copper Beach, Bridport, Dorset. I took out the letter and unfolded it. So what he says that he opened it and he read it, unfolded it. It was written in pencil and dated at the top December 26, 1914. So this was the address. The address was 12 Copper Bridge, Bridport, Dorset. So this was the address. It was addressed to Mrs. Jim Macpherson, 12th Beach, Bradford, Dorset. I took out the letter and unfolded it. It was written in pencil and dated at the top December 26, 1914. So this letter was written with pencil, and the date on that was December 26, 1914. So it was just after Christmas. Okay, now, dear children, I'll ask you some questions. What did the author find in the junk shop? What did he find in the junk shop? He found a old roll top desk. What did he find in a secret drawer? So he found a letter in the secret drawer. Okay, so dear children, we'll continue this in the next lesson, next class. Thank you and have a nice day.